Hello Virgo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you're here with me today. This is your weekly reading for January 27th to February 2nd. We're going to get right into your reading. So if at any point you do find that you are connecting with the reading, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate the time that you spend doing that, and it also helps me to connect with your energy. So this reading is going to be your incoming energies for the week. We're also going to talk about your current energies. We'll do a 9-card tarot spread, and we will also get some angel messages as well. So a very important new moon is happening on January 29th. It will be in the sign Aquarius. So this lunar cycle is centered around envisioning a new future, breaking free from outdated structures, outdated ways of thinking. And it's really about embracing our uniqueness. So this could play a part on what's happening for you as we move through the week as well, Virgo. So, Spirit Angels Guides. What are the incoming energies for the beautiful sign, Virgo? And we've got 2 right in the beginning here. And then we'll get the bottom of the deck in just a moment. All right, so you have number 8, emotional withdrawal. Sometimes there's times in life where we just need to sort of go within a little bit. We need to maybe discover what our emotions are really about. Maybe you're delving a little bit deeper into things where your emotions are concerned as well. There could be certain situations in your life too that you feel it's time for you to really let go. It's time for you to move past it. And it's time for you to find that inner strength to emotionally be able to let yourself maybe leave a situation. And of course, those situations can be anything, and it's going to, of course, resonate differently with each of you. But for some of you, it could be work-related. It certainly could be in a love relationship. It could have to do with relationships that you have with siblings or family members, parents, grandparents. But this emotional withdrawal is really, again, it really is about standing in your power and really discovering something about yourself. Because I really truly, the way I'm feeling with this is that by you being able to let go of something that maybe emotionally has been upsetting you and being able to walk in a new direction, giving yourself the permission to do that, it's really helping with your solar plex chakra. And the solar plex chakra is the ruler of our confidence and our self-esteem. It is what brings optimism and confidence to things. And I think that there is a situation that you are really releasing yourself from, and it's helping you to really feel optimistic and full of a little bit more energy as well. All right, so let's look at the bottom of the deck. This is your current energies, the energies that we are bringing into this reading this week. So number 7, looks as if you've been patient and planning. You have been diligently maybe thinking of a plan, thinking about the things that you want for your life, whether that be personal relationships, joining a new group where maybe you're exploring some new creative ideas. But this patience, you really are reflecting, you're taking some time out and you really are planning your next strategic move because you're ready to move on. So when we're ready to move on, we've taken the time out that we need, we've put our plans in motion, and now you're ready to move on. And that moving on is what's opening up the doors to some new opportunities that look as if they could be very lucrative for you. This prosperity begins. This is the beginning of a new venture. This is the beginning of something that is going to plant some solid roots for you. And this transformational period that's going to happen, that's going to open up some new beginnings for you, is something that, again, that is going to plant roots for a long term. So again, when we are ready to put our plans into motion, sometimes we have to walk away from something and we have to feel, and I feel as if whatever it is that you are letting go of emotionally, it's really bringing you a new sense of light, and it's a new sense of optimism. So it's actually quite nice when we put all those energies together. All right. Let's get right into your 9 cards. Let's find out what the 9 cards are. This will give us a little bit more direction as to what these energies mean as well. So let's get all 9 cards first. We'll talk about them, then we'll clarify. Spirit Angels Guides, beautiful sign Virgo. Here's the first card. There we go. We got the first 3 already. Hermit, and then the last row. Go through this again. There we go. That one. And one more. Perfect. Oh, we got 2 to finish off the reading. All right. Now, how did this actually? Yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to put that one there. We're going to put that one in the center. That's how that's. No, actually, this is the one. These 2, 3, that goes like that. There we go. That's what it's saying. All right. Let's turn all these over and find out what they all mean. All right, we've got some beautiful victory. Looks as if you're really working towards some of your goals. Lots of transformations taking place. Looks as if you're collaborating on a project of some sort that could bring you some adventure. You show up in your own reading with number 9, the Hermit. That is Virgo energy. And then the last 2 cards. Wow, beautiful. 2 of Cups and Temperance to end here. Lovely. All right, let's get right into this. So we're going to start with this beautiful 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles. Independence, I think, is a really key term for you. You are very independent. You're also very methodical, and you're very efficient and insightful. And I think that there's a uniqueness about you, and I think that you are really putting to good use the skills that you have to create a tremendous amount of wealth and abundance for yourself. And I think you're doing it independently. And it's interesting enough because I say that you're doing it independently, but there is support systems around you that are helping you independently grow as well. So, we can utilize, people's skills to help us, prosper even more. And I think that that's kind of what's happening here, but we'll find out more when we clarify. Sorry. But the 9 of Coins, really, I do see a lot of beautiful independent wealth coming here for you. And again, let's not say too much until we get the clarifying cards. But the 9 of Wands, so look at that. You've got 2 9s in the first row. Looks as if you're ready for some completions. You're almost there because, 9s are just that step before the 10. The 9 of Wands shows that you are, there's a resiliency about you. There's a strength about you. And even though sometimes you feel as if you are going through emotional challenges, you're going through physical challenges, the 9 of Wands shows that nothing can bring you down. You continue to stay with a lot of strength. And, for some of you, it really is about setting certain boundaries. And there could be some boundaries that need to be set in order for you to continue down this path of this tremendous amount of success. Sometimes we have to put our barriers up. We have to put our guard up because we have to protect what we've been working hard for. Looks as if there is a lot of victory here with the reading here as well with number 7, the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. And again, I'm feeling like you are really so determined to reach a goal that you've been planning. And again, that planning is that patience and planning. It's something that you've been thinking about for quite some time. And if you take note, because that patience and planning is number 7, and this is also number 7 with the Chariot. So I do believe that you are very determined to reach a resolution and to reach success. And there's nothing that I don't think that there is anything that can hold you back from reaching it. I think that you have the tools that you need and the resources that you need to get where it is that you want to be. And intuitively, because the Cancerian sign is very intuitive, the Chariot also uses their intuition to help guide them with the paths to choose, choices to make, decisions to make. And I believe that you are using that beautiful gift and you're embracing that as well to help you. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. The Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving knights. He's full of adventure. He's ready to set sail. He's ready to set off into a new adventure. And I think that for some of you, there could be some movement involved here. Now, whether it's physical movement or whether it is thinking about maybe it's time to make some serious moves in my life, it could be just that thought process of that. But you're ready for some transformations and you really are ready to adventure into something new, something that is going to really shine for you with that solar plex chakra. The Knight of Wands is full of confidence and optimism and, is not afraid. I mean, really to some certain degree is ready to take a little bit of a risk. And I think that this could be how you are feeling at this time. You're ready to remove any emotional blockages. With that emotional withdrawal, you're removing the emotional blockages and you are really ready to kind of take that leap of faith. Queen of Swords in the middle of your reading is really reaching some truths. Again, there's a lot of dependability with this Queen of Swords. Swords are air signs and they are the mental suit. So it is our thought processes. It can be the way that we communicate. It's the way that we take in information. It's the way that we also communicate outwardly as well. And with the Queen of Swords, again, there's no gender with any of the cards, but this would be more feminine energy. She is very enlightened and she wears her crown chakra of enlightenment, meaning that, you know, she is really aligned with so many things. And I think, Virgo, you are very much that way. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you are very insightful. And I think that you have a spirituality about you yourself. And you are a perfectionist. So the Queen of Swords in her own way is also a perfectionist. And she really works on really gathering facts. So I think that there is some information that is readily available to you right at this time. And I think that it's information that is really helping you to transform your energy. Because we've got number 13, Death card, which again is about ending cycles and new cycles being revitalized, renewed. It is a new sense of renewal. It's ready to start on that next new adventure. So I think that there might be some information that's coming to light here that is really going to help you make some choices as to where you want to adventure off into next. The Three of Coins shows that you have support systems around you. So whatever it is you want to achieve, where this prosperity begins, where this Nine of Coins is as well, the Three of Coins is showing you that there is support systems around you, and they are going to help you as you try, as you are embarking on climbing this ladder of success. I feel like this is almost like the first stepping stone to success for you. So it's almost as if you've reached the first, completion of a phase. So very, very prosperous there. Number 9, the Hermit, really is all the deep soul searching that you do. Virgo, this is your sign. You are like the alchemist as well. Again, you're very efficient. You're very pure. You're very refined. You're very accurate. And a lot of that comes with the fact that you really can do that deep soul searching. You can take that time out for yourself to really explore things on a completely different level than most. So it really allows you to see where your inner light shines. So that is definitely showing up as part of your journey here. And then the last two cards that came out here was the Two of Cups and number 14, Temperance. For some of you, you could be in a relationship with somebody who is of fiery energy, so Sagittarius energy, if that makes sense to some of you. This could also, too, the Two of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be soulmate energy or love energy. It can be the connection that you have with somebody in your life. It can be friendships, it can be work-related partnerships, it can be somebody in your community, it can be anybody where you just, you can trust, confide, your personalities just seem to just bond really well together. It could be also a spiritual connection as well. And with the Temperance card, it really is, this is some sort of partnership that is a sacred partnership. It's a partnership where you both value the same things in life. And I think this is a spiritual connection to a certain extent. And I think it's bringing a lot of peace and balance into your life as well. It's definitely energy. It's somebody who really cares deeply for you, and you reciprocate that as well. But it brings, again, it really, when things seem to be a little bit off kilter or your emotions seem to be a little bit withdrawn, this is a supportive energy where it brings everything and restores everything back to balance. All right, let's get your Nine of Coins. Let's find out what's happening with that Nine of Coins. So for some of you could be feeling burdens where finances are concerned. The Ten of Wands can feel like there's a heavy responsibilities weighing you down. When we feel like we have a tremendous amount of these responsibilities, it makes it that much more difficult for us to figure out where our finish line is or how to get to that finish line. But when I look in conjunction with the Prosperity Begins and the Ten of Wands, you see this is the number 10 in numerology. Tens become wands. I think there is something, I think you are moving on from something, and I think that is releasing you from these burdens. I think this is the end of this journey for you, and I think you're figuring how to release these burdens by setting boundaries, and that could be work related, where maybe somebody, maybe a boss or a leader is putting so much responsibility on you, and it's preventing you from really growing. And I think that you are actually seeing that there's another opportunity or another offer that's helping you to gain the confidence to move on and release those burdens. Let's find out with the Nine of Wands. I'm going to get the Nine of Wands. We got 2 cards here. So with the 9 of Wands, you've got the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. A lot of fiery energy. Again, I'm seeing a lot of wands here. I'm seeing a lot of fast forward movement. I see that your ideas are really circulating really beautifully in your mind. And these are things that you want to accomplish. These are goals that you are setting that you really want to accomplish. The 8 of Wands is positive movement forward. It's also messages that are flying in for you. And they're messages that could be really requiring you to act upon, because again, this could be, you know, time is of the essence, because it's really important for you to take in all of this communications that is happening around you. The 9 of Wands is just showing that you are setting those boundaries and that you are continuing to stay strong, even though it can feel a little bit like it's a challenge, because it can be challenging if there's lots of different opportunities and lots of information coming in at once. I think a lot of this positive movement forward is bringing your ship in, and I think it really is helping you to see the bigger picture. The 3 of Wands is all about expansion and creativity, new ideas, and you're ready to embark upon them. You're ready to start putting those plans into motion. I think you are going on a new adventure. Let's find out with the 7, the Chariot. And you got the 3 of Cups. It's time for a celebration. So yes, this is definitely, I'm seeing a lot of success here. So even in the midst of feeling some emotions that may be going on around you and releasing some of those burdens, there is a celebration, because I feel like that celebration is happening because you're able to lift those burdens and you're able to start to really be captivated by some sort of new offer or opportunity that's bringing you into a new phase. And you're feeling a lot of confidence and optimism around this. And this is why it's a time for you to celebrate. Let's find out with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, and you got the 9 of Wands again. So again, I think sometimes you are the wounded warrior, Virgo. I think that you do experience a certain amount of challenges. But those challenges are what help you put things into perspective. They help you to figure out what your boundaries are, and that's really hard. I mean, it's not always easy. That takes a lot of strength to be able to put up those, to be able to figure out what those boundaries are. Because if we don't, we can sometimes feel like people are taking advantage of us, or you know, situations can get a little bit out of control. But you here are able to face those challenges with a lot of gratitude, with a lot of appreciation, with a lot of grace. And because of that, you are building your inner resources and your inner strength even stronger. You are ready for an adventure. You are ready. You are ready. And even though it might be something that is a little bit scary, it's also something that's bringing out this high energy vibration for you. So like, again, your energy levels are just really going up here. And this is beautiful. Let's find out with the Queen of Swords in the middle, because I think if this is not your energy, this is a supporting energy, somebody who's really trustworthy and honest, and they're giving you the facts that you need so that you don't feel those challenges. And you got the 6 of Cups. So it could be somebody from your, it could be somebody from the past, or it could be somebody that, you know, it could be memories from the past. 6 of Cups is a very loving and happy card. It doesn't always have to be past either, but there's no doubt that for some of you, it could be a connection from your past that could be of air energy. Air energy signs are going to be your Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini signs, if that makes any sense to any of you, Virgo. But the 6 of Cups, again, is really, I think that there's some messages that are coming that are going to help you really restore love that's around you. This is a happy time. These are things to remember. This is the happiness in your life then that surrounds you. And I think you're starting to really figure out what makes you happy. And I think that comes along with that Queen of Swords. It's really being able to pinpoint the areas in your life that make you happy. And I think that that's what you're concentrating on right now. Those sunflowers are there. They're showing longevity. They're showing a lot of blessed events that are coming into play for you that are bringing a lot of joy and happiness. But you could also be reminiscing about the past, and that past could be challenging for you, but I think it's something that is needed. Sometimes we have to revisit things in the past so that it can make us feel stronger. All right, let's find out with the Death card, because that again is all about transformations. Let's find out what these transformations are for you, Virgo. And look at that, you got the Fool. So you are ready for a new adventure. Absolutely, 100% new adventures. Some of you could be reuniting with somebody from your past. Maybe some of you feel that that's a challenge. Maybe that you don't want that. You want to venture off into a new direction. You're trying to put the past behind you. Certain messages come up certain times, and it could be for just certain people. So if that doesn't make sense to you, just let that go. But the Fool energy is the beginning of the Fool's journey. So it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to go on that adventure, because you are ready to. You are ready. There is parts of your life that you're ready to walk away from. You're ready to say, you know what? It's kind of served its purpose, and now it's time for me to move on. I'm ready to close out that chapter. I'm ready to move on to something new. And I'm ready to do it with a great sense of optimism and excitement. And even though I don't know exactly where this adventure is going to take me, I'm just ready for it. I'm ready to break free. It is a great sense of freedom with that Fool card. And let's find it with the Three of Coins, because it looks like you've got some beautiful support systems around you. So let's see. Three of Coins, Spirit, Angels, Guides. And you got the King of Pentacles. So I do believe, I think for some of you, you really could be lifting certain burdens. And I do feel, even though you find it challenging to lift those burdens because you do take on a lot of responsibility, you are ready to adventure into something new. And this King of Pentacles can very well be your energy as well, Virgo. Kings, of course, are leaders. It could be you really taking the lead in your life at this time. And I think that you are working and collaborating with people to bring yourself into this stable role. This King of Pentacles works very hard to achieve the success and wealth that he has in his life. And again, no gender. He's masculine energy, but he takes control of the situation. He knows exactly where he wants to be and he knows how he's going to get there. And he's ready to persevere, and he will take the challenges little by little to get where he wants to be. And I really think that you are working in collaboration on some sort of project, whether or not you've decided that you're going to take on something new, or whether this is an existing project, but it's bringing you, it's almost as if I feel like you're the one that's taking the lead for this, and it's going to bring you, some financial gains. This is something that's going to be long-term prosperity for you. Let's find out with the Hermit. The Hermit. And you got the Queen of Wands. So now we've got the Queen of Wands, which is fiery energy. I think this is you also, you take things seriously. You are very serious. And you're ready to align things in your life in a certain way. And the Queen of Wands, she is very captivating. She's got a personality that shows leadership. I think this is you. This is the feminine side of it. Again, with the Queen of Wands, I think she's setting her goals. She knows exactly where she wants to go, and she's putting action behind it. So you're not sitting back and just waiting for all of it to kind of unfold. You're taking the reins. And I really believe you are taking the reins, especially when we look at the Chariot card as well, because you are the one. You are in charge of your own chariot. And if you want to succeed with something and you want to celebrate that win, you are going to do it. And that Queen of Wands has that personality to be able to do that. I think that's a lot of what is going through for you right now. Let's find with the Two of Cups and the Temperance card. And you got the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles can be holding on tightly to things. Fours are about stability, though. I think you really are holding on to things tightly because you are ready to, for some of you, you could be holding on to this partnership really tightly as well. It could be something that brings a lot of balance, and it brings a lot of peace and happiness in your life, so you hold on tightly to it. I think that you feel like whatever this Two of Cups is, whether it's a spiritual connection or whether it is a physical connection on the earthly plane, it's something you hold on dearly to, and you respect it. And I think that this is some sort of partnership that really brings you a nice, balanced, they balance you out beautifully. So this is a lovely union. All right, let's get your angel cards. So lots of beautiful things happening for you at this time, Virgo. And it says number 25, your angels want you to listen, and they say your inner child has something to say. And again, that could have a lot to do with that Six of Cups and the Queen of Swords that is in the center of your reading. So we talked about the Six of Cups being a card of joy, a card of happiness, and it's really it can be, because it is a nostalgia card. We think about the past. It could be you allowing your inner child to send you messages. And those messages come through that Queen of Swords because she's very insightful. The Queen of Swords speaks the sword of truth, and she gathers information, and she has a great sense of enlightenment about her. So I do believe that this card is really saying at this time to you, it's time to really listen. And you'll be able to do that because, again, you are able to do that deep inner soul searching, and you have the ability to be able to connect in that way. And I think that you really need to figure out what your inner child wants to share with you. And that will be different, of course, for each of you, but there is a message that's wanting to be relayed here. And it's going to take you a little bit of deep soul searching to be able to find the answer there. But it is there for you. You just have to listen. Listen to the signs. There will be signs that point you in the right direction. And then you got letting go. So I let go of what no longer serves me. That's the emotional withdrawal. To make space for new beginnings. It says you need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you letting go is not always easy, but it's always worth it. So that emotional withdrawal really has a lot to do with something that you are letting go of, having the strength to do that and move and move on. You know, you are moving on. Listen, because that inner child, that message that your inner child has for you is going to give you the strength to let go, and it's going to give you the strength to adventure down a new path. All right, we're going to close your reading out now with your angel messages. Now, you did get some threes. I see that reciprocating. Also, I wanted you to keep in mind the number 7 because you did get some 7s as well. So 3s and 7s are definitely important numbers for you this week. Let's get your final angel number and the message attached to it. And you got drama alert. It says number 1717. It says independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, and aspirations. It says take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. So again, you know, you want to take the action to expand in a certain way, but there are certain things that have to be set in place before that comes to being. So just what your angels are trying to say to you is that, believe it or not, you are actually heading in the right direction. You just have to let it do its natural process. So 1717, a very important angel number for you this week. Thank you so much, Virgo, for joining me today. I hope that this resonates. I know it can't always, Virgo, but if it does in any shape or form, please let me know. Please also consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.